Okay, welcome back everybody. In this update, we're going to be taking a look at the live, a little bit of live coverage on the severe weather in the Northeast. We have a lot to talk about. We got many things here. We got storm reports. Let me just, we have to even look at a live camera. I even got a live camera in this one. This for the Gettysburg, as we're going to be watching a special weather statement thunderstorm go through. This is today's severe weather risk, an enhanced risk that does include my region of the area. We do have a storm passing to the north right now that is probably causing some nice thunder and lightning. But we do have a lot of severe weather in the south portions of this event. We already got a very strong line with all severe thunderstorm warnings. That is in the slight risk, and we're not even in the enhanced risk with those storms. So we do expect these storms to continue to strengthen and get stronger. So today's risk, a slight in number 1, and this is this is actually number 3, and this is number 1. And this is number 2. Okay, number 2, number 1, number 2, number 3, and this one is for this. I would say if you guys are in these regions, we are going to be expecting 70 to maybe 80 mile an hour wind gust out of the line of storms that's going to be going through. That's why they put an enhanced risk. Good news, WeatherWise is now in the App Store and stuff. Everyone can download it. This has really been an awesome website that I've used, and now it's even easier for me to get to. Now I can just have it with my tabs. But we are going to be looking at the radar. We're going to have to get everything set. I haven't even... So, Storm Chasers number 1. And the has cams. Alright, so you can tell we do even have a mesoscale. A lot of the severe storms in just south of Pennsylvania. I do expect those storms to actually reach into southern Pennsylvania. Even all the way up to the Allentown region, I think is very possible. I'm just letting my thing work. A lot of these storms are for 60 mile an hour winds. Yeah, so we do have Gettysburg here. We are going to have to watch out in Gettysburg for any tornado or severe thunderstorm warning. We do have a supercell that has kind of developed right here where this hook is. That's going to be going right over Gettysburg. We're going to have to watch with the storm moving north, but that tells you the atmosphere is there for tornadoes. We do have a special weather statement for strong winds and stuff. We do have a camera. And then we do have just straight line winds all the way down the line here. All the way into Virginia. Even down in North Carolina even. Some very nasty thunderstorms that has developed. Alright. We're going to have to watch if you guys are in Harrisburg, Allentown, Philadelphia. All these regions. Pottsville, Tamaqua. Wilmington, Baltimore, Washington, D.C. are all going to be in the watch of this. Good news, latest frame doesn't show anything with tornado-wise. I don't think. Yeah, I don't see any. Yeah, this is that Gettysburg area that we are going to be watching out for. There's that little couplet A little offset, actually. Yeah, some nasty thunderstorms on the northern part. This will probably get severe warning as we keep going. All these severe thunderstorm warnings are for 60-mile-an-hour winds as of right now. Could get upgraded in the future of it. We also got storm reports we can also take a look at. We also have this.
Odin Valhalla Rising, now available on mobile and PC, exclusively with Google Play Games. Ascend to...
So some winds right there, some birds. We're going to keep an eye on this. As those storms roll in. Storm reports. Very hot today, very humid. We're at 16 now, wind reports. We are starting to get some more wind reports down in Virginia, West Virginia regions, almost in Pennsylvania too. We're going to have to watch for any more. This could be a very busy day. Yesterday should have been a high moderate risk. It was a massive wall of wind reports. Already starting to see some come out of this stuff. Not this line really yet. Alright, a nasty storm in Philly. We're going to have to watch these individual thunderstorms. That they don't get any rotation on them. Yeah, we're going to have to watch this line, honestly, because we're also getting storms now developing and firing all along this line. It seems like this is a line that's going to be developing. Yeah, you can definitely see that. We got even some showers there. We got another line there. The northern side of the line is very weak at the moment, but the southern line is absolutely taking advantage, and soon wouldn't be surprised getting a severe thunderstorm warning for York and these regions just South Pennsylvania, Philadelphia too, down the line. These storms also probably some more severe thunderstorm warnings. So far these are developing very nicely and very fast. Velocities, too, are picking up on some of these severe thunderstorm warnings. That's a... Nothing in southern PA, like, significantly with the wind. It's more on the southern storms here that we're starting to see some isolated, probably 50 to 60 mile an hour winds along the line with the latest velocities. We also have a mesoscale of heavy rainfall. Um, yeah, a half an inch to an inch in 15 minutes could be isolated. I'm currently taking a look. Let's actually take a look at something here. I want to look at the favorability with these thunderstorms as we continue to move. We're going to look at the latest HER hourly, and we're going to look at some of the severe weather components into this and see where we're standing right now with the severe weather numbers and see what it looks like down the road and the current according to the model. So we do see that on the model, those storms do develop, and you can tell. Then we get that second line behind it, and you get, wow, that's really nasty according to her. Look at all those severe thunderstorms. But the convection, most unstable cape and shear, is actually very, very significant. This actually has gone up. I mean, wow. We got some 4,000 readings all the way near Philly. The storms that... This was a little bit ago. Let's see. You're supposed to see that. Look at all that most unstable cape and shear. Really nasty out ahead of these storms as these take advantage. It's kind of like right now, the most unstable cape and shear. Supercell composite is actually up there very well. That will continue to be a problem. And also significant tornado probabilities is going to be up there a little bit. So right now, these storms are in very good environments. This is that hail that could fall in some of these storms. About a quarter to about almost an inch of hail is possible. Look at the southern line especially. Even some spots just a little bit over an inch. Updrafts that we can also be taking a look at is up there too, just a little bit. More on that southern line. The dew points and temps, extremely favorable right now. Very humid, very hot. Wind gust, that should be, look at that line that develops right near that boom. Goes right there. That is not the NAM. I do use the NAM too. But the NAM shows those nasty storms that does develop. That's very unique. Similar reflectivity. Kind of had it like that, and then those storms kind of fire. Yeah. Convection, most unstable cape and shear. Yeah, look at all that cape and shear. Really dominant in the next couple hours. I could go with this model even more, honestly. It's probably a little bit better right now and true, but look at all that most unstable cape and shear out ahead of the storm. Looks pretty intense. Yeah, because if you take a look at these storms in Gettysburg right now, we are getting some stronger and stronger thunderstorms. That's going to be heading for Philadelphia, PA. Let's take a look at these storms up here in the central, more like eastern central Pennsylvania. Some rain getting pushed north, but we have a brand new severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-an-hour winds, 75 in diameter hail. We do not have any confirmed, but we did get a brand new now severe thunderstorm warning for 60 miles an hour. Expires in 1 hour. This is from Madison County in northwestern Virginia, east central Rockingham County in western Virginia, central Page County in northwest Virginia. All these regions, you guys are under severe thunderstorm warning. Brand new ones are coming out. So those storms are still holding a lot of strength, and I do expect them to strengthen even further, especially the southern line in a very dominant form right now, trying to move north. But look at all this dark red and stuff has just exploded in the last few hours. We also have now a severe thunderstorm warning in New York, Newark, Elizabeth, Summit, Livingston, Dover, Passageway of Tony Hills. This is going to be heading for Fort Lee, New York. Right now there's a Yankee game too, the Bronx, the Yonkers. We're going to be expecting some nasty storms. That is for 60-mile-an-hour winds, expires in 45 minutes. We also have another batch of storms that has kind of developed just in eastern Pennsylvania, going into New Jersey. Those storms can fire up and become strong too. If Gettysburg, let's look at that. Nothing really going on right now. A little bit of winds, raining lightly. I wonder what part of Gettysburg this is in. We did expire a severe thunderstorm now in Leesburg, those areas. We don't have any more of a severe thunderstorm warning. A brand new storm, if you guys are in Sunbury, Pennsylvania, Chapman, keep an eye. We're going to be seeing some convection development with these storms moving north. Frederick and Washington, D.C. down the line. Culprit, Belton, you guys have a little bit of a bow echo. Storm reports, let's just make sure there's no new ones. Is once we start seeing some more storm reports, we're at 19, but nothing in Pennsylvania. But we do have a brand new one in Virginia. Several trees and large branches blew down in Shanahan. Okay. That's in Virginia. On the southern part of the line here. Alright, so that storm report that came actually out of here was actually in this severe thunderstorm warning. Was it? yeah, out of this severe thunderstorm warning, we have a 60 mile, but we do have probably a confirmed severe thunderstorm warning in that bow echo. That's for Washington, D.C. down the line. That was for large tree branches and a tree blocking road. So we are starting to see at least one report come out of this line. We're also getting some thunderstorms out ahead of this line. We're going to have to watch for development. Oh, wow. Look at some of these nasty nasty storms blowing out ahead of this line. I'm surprised they haven't even gone severe warm, but they should be soon. We continue to get these storms near Sunbury, Chapman, White Deer, Louisburg to develop. I do expect these storms to gradually develop and come along with this line. If you guys are down the line, Lebanon, Philadelphia, Kutztown, Hamburg, Berks, East Greenville, Cooperburg, Allentown, Easton, Bangor, Jim Thorpe, Poconos, Scranton. I do think what's going to happen here is we're going to get some more storms develop on this, and we're going to be having a nasty line going through, and then whatever happens later on. But I think that's a big portion of today's line that we will be discussing. Gettysburg apparently is bad. A little wind, we're starting to get some rain. This is a storm that's in Gettysburg under special weather statement. Thunder and lightning. '21 reports. We're starting to add some more wind reports down in Virginia, even North Carolina. We're still waiting on the Pennsylvania areas on those reports. Oh wow, look at that line that developed in New Jersey. Gettysburg, some of these storms are bringing some 40-mile-an-hour winds. I can confirm that according to the live stream out of Gettysburg, PA there. It's windy, it's thundering, it's lightning. There's definitely some storms brewing in the region down in southern Pennsylvania that I can confirm here. Okay, brand new severe thunderstorm warning for Front Royal. This is heading right towards Washington, D.C., these storms. This is for 60-mile-an-hour winds, radar indicated. velocities, you could definitely tell some 60-mile-an-hour winds are getting into here. Some scattered 60, 50-mile-an-hour winds. Even near the Front Royal storm, the Frederick storm starting to strengthen. Even the Gettysburg storm, you're getting, 20, 30, 40-mile-an-hour winds. Nothing strong at all yet. I don't see anything outstanding. Greens, probably 30, 40 miles an hour, but that is about it. I don't see anything too intense. Yeah, some windy conditions. Nothing damaging currently as of right now. That's for southern Pennsylvania. Let's look at satellite imagery. Yeah, Hurricane Eric did make a landfall earlier this morning, around like 8 in the morning. I could not stream that. I was passed out like a baby, not even gonna lie with you guys. We got the convection coming out of these storms. Yeah, you could tell nothing. These are severe thunderstorms. Also, some of these nastier thunderstorms, severe thunderstorm warning there. These storms are blowing up in that way. That's why I thought these storms might make it into these regions. But we'll have to wait and see if we can get development out of them. It is sunny, it is warm. The atmosphere is prime. Let's I mean, these storms are slowly gaining latitude. I mean, the thunderstorm line is in Mount Wolf on south. This right here is just some plain old rain. These are those severe thunderstorms. That is in the area for Philadelphia. So keep an eye. Those storms are trying to sneak up north. Yeah, they're kind of following the special weather statement. Nothing really developing here. We got some scattered thunderstorms, but for the most part, I don't see anything too significant. Storm reports, I don't think there's... Alright, no, we do, you guys. We have 28 new reports. We are now starting to see some reports coming out of that wind line with all those severe thunderstorm warnings. We now even have one just south of here. Yeah, we are now starting to get scattered reports in the region where I just circled. So if you guys are out and ahead of these severe thunderstorm warnings, Washington D.C., Silver Springs, Baltimore, Westminster, Lighton Hall, Dale City, Wolfdorf, Belton, all these regions, please take shelter immediately. You guys are going to be under a line of thunderstorms that's going to be capable of bringing 60 miles an hour. There is confirmed reports coming into here of 58 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour. Was measured by a personal station of a high school. Trees is down. Several trees and large branches are down. All these regions are getting called about that. Nothing that has came out of Pennsylvania, but we are getting some wind reports coming out of some of these storms. So that's a very important thing I want to come out here with. Alright, some more yellows and oranges going through Harrisburg. This is some light rain. Maybe if things intensify. If you guys are in Lancaster, York, Mount Wolf, Red Lion, Yorkna, Constantia, Piqua, Winchardstown, Screwberry, Droomer, Lancaster. Please take shelter immediately. You guys are under special weather statement. I would say about 30 to 40 mile an hour winds. Alright, so if you guys are now in North Harrisburg, we did have a little burst of a thunderstorm, and some darker colors. We're going to have to keep an eye on it. Alright, so we got a brand new update on a severe thunderstorm warning. We got a confirmed severe thunderstorm warning. Emergency management reports this line of storms. History of trees down. So if you guys are on this portion of Frederick, any of these counties, Baltimore, Maryland, Bel Air, Wilmington, Philadelphia, down the road, we are going to be talking about a confirmed severe thunderstorm warning, bringing 60-mile-an-hour winds. That is a confirmed. They just confirmed that. So these storms are now bringing some damages into these areas. Keeping an eye in Pennsylvania, yes, we are. We are watching every frame because looks like some more heavier rain, a thunderstorm kind of developed. We're going to have to watch if we see any more thunderstorms develop on this side. And latest frame, no, not really. If you guys are in Lebanon, like I said, please take shelter. Mount Wolf, York. You guys are under the gun for some severe weather. All these regions. Urban, Frederick, Louisville, and heading for Maryland. Please take shelter immediately. Storms are trying to fire along the line. Yes, that is true. You can tell on the mesoscale we have convection booming up north. I will be having to leave you guys here with this. I'm probably going to do some stuff before I do end the stream, but I'm going to have to go for now, and we're just going to have to keep an eye on this, okay? Thank you guys for all your support. Please stay tuned, and please keep track of the radar. Thank you.